Question. How can I stand with God's mercy that he should, in his eternal counsel, appoint any of his creatures to be objects of his wrath, when it is said that he beheld all the works of his hands, and behold, they were all very good? How can it consist with the mercy of God to damn those creatures that he has made? No, to appoint them to be objects of his wrath even before he made them? Answer. It may very well stand with God's mercy to appoint his creatures to wrath. God has an absolute sovereignty over all his creatures to do with them as he pleases. May not I do with mine own what I will? And who can say unto me, What do you do? And such a power as the potter has of the same lump of clay, to make one vessel to honour and another to dishonour. Such a power has God over all the sons and daughters of men. He has an absolute sovereignty over all his creatures to do with them what seems good in his own eyes. And who are you, O man, to reply against God? There's a great deal of reason why God should destroy and damn all the creatures that he has made. First, because when God made man, he made him holy and upright, perfect and able to do his will in all things. He was able to both to do the will of God and also to continue in that estate wherein God made him, so to be everlastingly happy. It is true, had God infused any vicious qualities into man, it would be something, but God's hand was free from any such thing. God at first made man upright, but he has since sought out many inventions. Adam was in a state of perfection, but only under a possibility of falling if he chose. And since God foresaw that man would fall, there was great reason why every man should be damned, because every man did fall. So the angels were at first made perfect, yet mutable, and because they fell, the Lord condemned every one of them and saved none. But he does not deal so with us. He spared none of the fallen angels, but yet he does save some of us, and therefore he has shown greater mercy to you, the sinful sons and daughters of Adam, than he did to the fallen angels, because all angels that fell were damned. But man fell too, and yet the Lord rescues a remnant who are not appointed to wrath, but obtain salvation through Jesus Christ. The Lord shows more mercy in the saving and appointing of one man to life and salvation than he would have done rigour of justice if he had condemned all men in the world. I shall make it appear to you, because God was not bound to save any. Therefore, if he does, it is an act of great mercy and grace. Give me leave to illustrate it to you by this comparison. Suppose a company of malefactors were all condemned to die. Now, if a prince should come in among them and choose out of one of them, he would show more mercy in saving that one than he would have shown rigour if he had hanged them all, because every one of them deserved it. Thus it is with us. We have all transgressed and violated God's law, and thereby lay under the guilt of condemnation. And being all condemned persons, it is more mercy in God to save but one of us than it would be rigour if he should have saved none.